live to Governor Mike DeWine, his second appearance in as many days here in the Cleveland area, this time announcing that a portion of I-90 is going to be named after fallen officer Johnny Tetrick. This has been a long time coming. The governor, as you can see right here, getting ready to make this announcement. This was House Bill 107 that he has signed. It will designate a portion of I-90 as Cleveland Firefighter Johnny Tetrick Memorial Highway. Let's listen live.
Voice, cold. It is really my honor and privilege to come here today to sign House Bill 107, the Cleveland Firefighter Johnny Tetrick Memorial Highway Bill. This will allow friends, family, all motorists who drive on this highway, on Interstate 90, to think about him and to remember him and to remember his sacrifice. These bills are usually signed in the governor's office in Columbus. Representative Patton suggested to me that we do it here. And I think that was a very great idea. I told him I would love to do it here. It's very, very appropriate. I think that we do this in the fire station where he worked for so many, many years, and where his friends were, and it would give all of us an opportunity to be together here today and to remember him. So let me again thank the bill sponsor, Tom Patton, for not only suggesting this, but for getting the bill passed. We thank Johnny Tetrick for his 27 years of service here in Cleveland, service to the citizens of the community. We are grateful for that service. We are grateful for his life. We know that he will be forever loved by all who knew him, all who worked with him, all who considered him a friend. Appreciate all of you being here today. At this point, I was going to introduce his daughter, Fallon, but she is I'm told, in labor, so we cannot do that at this point. It is my honor to introduce the Honorable Mayor, and he and I were actually together this morning working on a few other things. So, Mayor, step on up. And,
thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate it
very,
very
so
much.
Thank you.
Thank
you. Let's give Governor DeWine a big round of applause if we can. Governor and State Representative Patton, we're so honored to have you here in our great city to commemorate the amazing legacy of Johnny Tetrick. As the governor said, we were in my office a few hours ago, and I showed the governor my late father's firefighter helmet. My father, the late Donald Bibb, served as a firefighter for Cleveland Heights for over 30 years. And so as a son of a firefighter, I know how important this family is to our community, and I know firsthand the importance that firefighters all across our city and all across our state have when it comes to public service. And so as we reflect on the amazing legacy and life of Johnny Tetrick, I know that he loved being a firefighter more than anything else. But you know what he loved more than anything else than that? Being a great dad. Being a great dad. And as I said at his funeral several years ago, hope springs eternal. And that's true today because his legacy will continue with a new grandchild later today. And so let's continue to do the people's work to commemorate his amazing legacy. Now I have the proud privilege to introduce Jake, president of Local 93, to share a few words as well too. Jake.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. We're joined by friends, family, both active and retired members. Governor, it's truly an honor, you coming up here to sign this bill in Johnny's home. I mean, this really was. We talked about our fire family, and this was Johnny's home away from home. So I also want to thank Mayor Bibb, Council President Griffin, Director Drummond, Chief Luke for helping us to make today possible. We couldn't do this without the support of our administration behind us. 2 years ago, we lost Johnny. Then President Fran Lally started working with Representative Patton right off the bat to get this legislation introduced down in Columbus. After several drives back and forth for hearings, votes, I'm proud to see that this passed unanimously. We had 28 co-sponsors in the House, and ironically, 22 co-sponsors in the Senate to bring us here today. I could tell you all about how much Johnny meant to me, but I think it's more important that you know how much Johnny meant to his company. So I've got a couple of quotes here I'd like to read to you. The first is from firefighter Ray Wacker, Engine 22. Johnny was a good example all around, at the station, on runs, on the fire ground, and most of all, being a great father. Anytime he needed advice for anything, he was the go-to guy. He was always prepared for whatever was in store. He truly made each and every one of us want to be the best version of ourselves we could be. His work ethic and love for his fellow men at Station 22 was contagious. His faith and being a great father came first. If you thought you were waiting on Johnny at a fire, you were most likely backing him up because he was always already ahead of you, getting his hands dirty. No matter if he was driving on the tip or backing you up, he was aces. From Lieutenant Bob Schwinn, Engine 22. Johnny was a good senior man and a leader. The guys worked harder with him around, and wanted to do better because they wanted to earn his respect. It was important to them that they did not disappoint him. Johnny didn't take shortcuts at work or in life. He worked hard for what he had and to provide for his family. Although he didn't seek promotion among the ranks on the division, he was absolutely a leader at Engine 22 and on the fire ground. From Johnny's retired captain, Brian Gallagher, Engine 22. Johnny came to Engine 22 as a cadet in 1998. I worked with his father when I came to the fire department, so I knew Johnny came from a good family. Johnny was the kind of guy that made being an officer easy. He didn't wait to be told what to do. He asked what he could do or simply did it. As the years went on, Johnny became a leader, showing the new guys the right way. It was a pleasure working with Johnny. He is greatly missed. When I think of all that's been said over the last 2 years, there's a sentiment that I'd like to share that has been echoed by both Chief Luke and former President Fran Lally. And that message was to Eden, Fallon, and Regan. Your family will forever include every single firefighter within the city of Cleveland. We are here for you no matter what, and we'll never forget. With that, I have the honor of introducing an individual who really is the reason why we're here today. A father who knows firsthand the sacrifices that our first responders make and the importance of this legislation. So please welcome Representative Tom Patton.
Good afternoon, everybody. And let me just start off by saying that when I contacted the governor about taking the show on the road, which is very, very unusual because he's very, very busy, didn't hesitate a second. He says, we'll make it happen. So, Governor, thank you very, very much again for taking the time. I'm humbled by it. He's my governor. Anyway, I want to also begin by thanking Jay Konis, and he was in his team. They were very instrumental in bringing this bill to fruition. As he mentioned, he and his firefighters from Local 93 traveled down to Columbus for various hearings and various votes. This speaks volumes to the loyalty to Johnny, and we could not have gotten the bill done without you and the guys. And as many of you know, Johnny was a dedicated firefighter, loving dad of 3 daughters. I think I heard the term more than once. He was a girl dad. I have 5 daughters, and I've been a girl dad for a long time. But now, kiddo, I'm going to tell you, you've got a lot of girl uncles in this room. So I think that's fair to say. And I appreciate you guys keeping an eye on those 3 daughters. Johnny was also a member of the Willoughby Hills Friends Church. And there he was known best by his friends and family for his warm smile and calming presence in the face of adversity. Johnny proudly served the citizens of Cleveland for 27 years and died honorably in the line of duty. He was a man of faith and dedicated his life to his family, church, and to his community. Johnny's favorite verse was John 15:13. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for the friends. And candidly, that's exactly what he did. Naming a portion of I-90 is one small way that we honor Johnny's life. So we permanently memorialize him in the city he served for so long. It's an honor to be able to acknowledge the service of a great firefighter, a citizen, and a dad. Again, thank you, President Konis, for your efforts in making this a reality. Mayor Bibb, appreciate you joining us here today. And I want to, again, continue to thank the governor. I will say this, the Irish have an expression that you die twice. You die when you die, and you die the last time when someone mentions your name for the last time. Having this sign on the road for decades and decades and decades to come. People haven't been born yet, but then they'll still be asking their mom and dads, who is Johnny Tetrick? His name's going to be mentioned a good long time, as it should be. God bless. Thank you.
I guess it's time to sign the bill. Give out different pens. This process takes a little while.
So you can see the sign on the right-hand side there for firefighter Tetrick. Yeah, quite a few signatures needed. They use a new pen for all of them, as you can see. All right, and that concludes our coverage here, covering the announcement of the change to 90 to Johnny Tetrick Memorial Highway. Very emotional day for many, but a great thing for the family to be able to always remember him. Again, Tetrick was killed when trying to help a rollover crash in 2022. And that is it. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. We're going to have much more on this and other stories of the day today on 19 News. For now, I'm Jeff Slauson with 19 News. Have a great day. Much more to come, both on air and online.
19 News, now streaming on Samsung Smart TV. Search for channel 1035.